anything. All right, so wonderful. Good evening again, and we are happy to be here. We are happy to be here with you. We are about to present to you the most exciting and most, we say most simple because it's so easy to understand and so easy to do, but it's not simplistic because it's very, very profitable, both in terms of its health benefit as well as the compensation plan. So our desire through this venture is to improve health and to eradicate poverty in a safe, legal, and legitimate way. Now, most of us, if I were to ask the question, how many of you would really love to have, you know, an online presence, an online business? I think most of us would say yes, but some of us would say, I am not sure, I'm not tech savvy, I don't think I have the capacity to do so. But what if you know that today, on today's world, that the World Wide Web is the place where most business is done. But traditionally, we are accustomed to the bricks and mortar job where you go into a building at the corner of the street, whether it's a bank, whether it is a grocery store, so forth, and you interact with persons. Well, the world is moving away from that to a large extent, and the reason is because it's more costly. It's easier and cheaper to do business online. You never even have to meet the person. And here's what, you don't have to pay staff. You may not have to pay staff, right, to maintain your online presence. And whilst you are asleep, business can still be going on your online business. So here is it that LiveGood is presenting to you an opportunity to have an online presence and to have a business operating online that you manage. Well, you manage partly, they do all the background work for you in terms of, you know, taking the order, in terms of, you know, sending the products over, in terms of dealing with, you know, the credit card and all of this. And you have nothing like that to worry about, but yet you own the business and you share in the profit. Well, you own the business with LiveGood and share in the profit. All right. So this is what we are going to talk to you about, and we're going to show you how LiveGood has really disrupted what if you ever knew anything about network marketing, well, LiveGood is a great disruptor. All right, because with LiveGood, unlike most network marketing company, which has really good products, but the downside to most of them is that they have oversized products, overpriced product, I should say. All right. So and that's why most persons are excited about joining network marketing companies when they have products and so forth, but they're usually not able to keep up because the price is over, the cost is up in the ceiling. All right. So they join, and what the study is showing that within 2 to 2.5 months, persons who are excited at the beginning, they say, nah, we can't keep up with this. You know, a second thing about network marketing, most of them have an auto ship requirement. So they send products for you that you have to sell on their behalf every month. And if you don't finish sell the product, the next month's quotation is still coming in. And so you have products just being piled up and you can't get it sold. But sometimes, of course, you may have a good deal and you may sell most of it, but many times you just get the pile up. All right. So we do not have this as it relates to LiveGood. There is no obligation to sell products. All right. There is no obligation to use the product if you don't want to. All right. Monthly products sales are not required. As we said, your rank up is not based upon how much volume that you have. The other thing with network marketing as well is every time that you whatever points that you garner for the month because of your selling of your products, when you are paid or whatever, next month it starts all over from zero and you have to start again to try to get to that 100 points. With LiveGood, there's no such thing as that. As a matter of fact, wherever you left last month, you continue the next month. You're not going back. All right. So as it relates to network marketing, LiveGood has made a paradigm shift in the industry. And that is why it is gaining such traction with most persons who used to be or who are aware of network marketing, but they're seeing this one as something so different. All right. So LiveGood is a company established in the United States. It is based in Florida, and I always say that is a very, very good thing for us in the Caribbean, especially because we are right under the nose of Florida, and the product gets to us in for the minimal cost and record time. If you live in England or if you live in Europe or even in Canada, your cost might be more. But we down here, I find that our cost is really, really reasonable in terms of shipping the product to us. So we are committed to helping people. And the way we do that is by bringing you the most advanced nutritional supplement on the market. And when I say the most advanced, you will see why I say that in a short while. It is made from the purest, highest quality, result-oriented ingredients. That also, these are not just words are here. We are not just trying to fancy to give fanciful word, but all of these words are meaningful. Result-oriented. The products are designed so that it can produce results. All right. And of course, without the high price tag of the other companies that I just mentioned. Our mission says it well. The mission of this company, the bedrock on which this company is established and what it hopes to accomplish is to help people get healthy and stay healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it. As simple as it is and as reasonable as it is, getting you healthy and keeping you healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it. All right, you will understand why. Now, when you have such a mission like that, you need good leaders. You need persons who are not just talking the talk, but actually can walk the walk. All right. And so we have Ben Glensky, who's the founder, co-founder, and CEO of this company. He's no novice to network marketing. He has been in the industry for over 20 years. He knows the ins and the outs of it. He knows how to. He has had his own companies in the nutritional supplement industry, and he has managed it. He has also managed other companies. He has done very well. These guys have both him and his good friend Noda Kazan. He's even there longer than Ben Glensky, and he knows over 20 between the two of them, almost 50 years of experience in network marketing. All right, and he knows the ins and outs. He's the one responsible for the advertising and bringing this product out to us, all right, showing us how to the training and showing us how to go ahead and talk about the business and to bring it to you. He is the master as it relates to network marketing. They have teamed up with the team, the husband and wife team of Ryan Goodkin and Lisa Goodkin. Ryan Goodkin is a pharmacist. From the very first time that he sent this link to me, in fact, I communicated with him on my email. And I noticed that he had a PharmD. I got really excited because that's my profession as well. Like, oh wow, that's good. I knew that he was a doctor, but I did not know where his doctorate was. It is in pharmacy. Now he's using his pharmacy expertise, his pharmaceutical expertise with regards to drugs and medicine and so forth to good use. And that's why I said that the product was result oriented. He's designing the product. He is the one who develops the product and he designs. And nothing inside this product is there just for occupying space. Everything is well investigated and it's put in. He knows as it relates to, which ones are compatible with each other, which ones are not compatible and are, are contraindicated and, will cause interaction and problems. So we take all of that into consideration. Although we're not dealing with drugs, we're dealing with health, nutritional, organic supplements. All right, but he's putting all of his scientific expertise into it. His wife is responsible for health education, and she has been doing that for many years. That's her training in. All right, she's also involved in exercise and aerobics and all of these things. So she knows the ins and outs of these things. And if you want any information, you want to know which product is best for this, you write to her and she responds to you. Within 24 hours, she usually does. All right. So that is very good. Now, as we have talked about network marketing, they are direct sales company where you're giving your money and you get your products, right? LiveGood is the same, but unlike the traditional network marketing company, LiveGood is seeing an explosion in both interest and in growth, right? Persons are joining this business. We started the business in December 13th, 2022, last year. And exactly 6 months later, exactly to the date, on June 13th, we signed up 500,000 persons. 500,000 persons in 6 months, right? We are approaching, out of yesterday, we are approaching 660,000 persons that have joined LiveGood as full-fledged members. Not persons who are just buying the product, persons who are members, affiliates of the company, who are on board with us and who are spreading the message. So LiveGood is growing because persons in it who experience the benefit of the products are telling others. And that is how we are growing. And so you see, we are seeing an explosion in growth, right? Whereas the traditional network marketing is going down. The Herbalife, the Uxana, the New Skin, Avon and so forth, they are going down in sales, they are going down in membership while we are going up. And as Nordic Kazan and Ben Glinsky looked at it, they recognized something very, very interesting. They saw something that was familiar with the Walmarts and the Costco and the Amazon and so forth. Why are they going up in terms of growth, in terms of sales, in terms of membership? They have a membership concept where they have opened up their business and allow persons to become members of their business, in a sense, a shareholder of their business, right? And they are allowing you to, as a member, to have direct benefits that others do not have. And so when Ben Glinsky and Nordic Kazan was putting this company together, they incorporated that into the business plan, right? And so why are we doing so much better? Is because, number one, as a member, you can save up to 75% on your product, up to 75%. Not every single product, but you can get. In other words, this company LiveGood is allowing you to get a product that would be $100 in another network marketing company. We are allowing our members to get it for $25. You are saving $75 on every $100 that you invest, right? Now, as I said, not in every case, but that's the ceiling. It may be 60%, it may be 50%, but you can go up to 75%, and you will see as you look at the product. Not only that, unlike the other, even the Costco and the Netflix and so forth, who gives you some benefits, but unlike them, LiveGood is giving money back. None of the others. So you have Netflix, 242 million persons are part of Netflix, spending $9.99 just to ensure that they have unlimited ad-free movies, TV shows, mobile games, and so forth, right? 232 million persons paying $9.99 a month so that they can watch movies without advertisement. I think there's better ways to spend your $9.99, but some person, 232 million persons think that's the best way to do it, right? Amazon have over 200 million persons, 200 million members paying $15 a month so that they could save up to 5% cash back on their Amazon purchases. Just 5%, not 10, just 5. But they're paying the $15 so that they could save some money. All right. But unlike them, LiveGood is giving you discounted products, so you are saving on your purchase, but we are also giving money back. You will see how. All right. And that makes us even different and even more exciting than even the Costco and even the Amazon and even the Walmart and so forth and so forth. All right. So what we talked about when we boast about having the highest products, the highest quality products, because our products are made from the purest, most healthy ingredients. And because of that, our products are really, really changing person's life. Right. And I was speaking to a gentleman. I was speaking to a gentleman this week, a very good friend of mine. And he told me, he said, you notice, I was asking about, how was the health and so forth. He said, you notice I have not been coming to you to harassing you about medicine. Basically, that's the word that he used. He had his prescription, I had to fill it for him. I said, yeah, that's true. I haven't seen you in a while. He said, guess what? I'm off practically all of my medication. I said, wow, serious? And he said, yes, I'm taking LiveGood. I'm taking my Super Red. I'm taking my Super Green. And this has improved my health so much that I am practically off most of my medication. I honestly, I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. That's really good. You need to come and talk about this thing, you know? So, so this is what we are talking about. Products that actually get you healthy and keep you healthy. So when we talk about products, we say they're good products, they're great products, and they are live good products. It's a notch above the rest, and it is doing very, very well. All right. Now, what are some of the products we are talking about? But before I say that, it's important that we say that as a legitimate company, we need to say that. There's a disclaimer. Whatever I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to mention to you, have not been evaluated by the FDA. It's not, I guess it's not supposed to be evaluated by the FDA because we're talking about supplements and not drugs. All right. But because of that, there are some because it have not been evaluated by the FDA, there are some claims we cannot do. Our products are not intended to diagnose, to treat, to cure, to prevent any disease. All right. All right. However, what we can say is that our products, because they are supplements, they will address the deficiencies as it relates to deficiencies in your supplements or your nutrients, your vitamins, and so forth in your body. All right. They will address this thing and they will provide the nutrients that we are lacking. All right. That we can see, but we cannot say we are curing any disease, we are preventing. We can't tell you put off all your drugs and don't talk we can't do that because we have to be responsible as a legitimate company with legitimate products that have not been evaluated by the FDA. All right. And to be evaluated by the FDA, ultimately you have to be called a drug. And usually it takes about 10 years or so before you get the full clearance. And so forth. All right. So that is in the exclusive domain of that. But ours are supplements. We are talking about vitamins. We are talking about bioactive, complete multivitamins for men and women. All right. 24 vitamins and minerals. It is important for immune and cardiovascular support. Now, what the studies show that 9 out of 10 Americans, and whatever happens in America is pretty much what happens around the world. But because they have better studies and so forth, they keep better record, you tend to get clearer data. But the studies show that 92% of Americans are deficient in one or more vitamins or mineral, right? 92%. So 9 out of 10 persons you see walking around, they are deficient in at least one or more vitamin and mineral. That is because the food that we are consuming are not producing or not providing all of the requirements, that our body needs. All right. And that's a problem because you might be eating and thinking that you're eating well, but you might just be eating starch. You're not getting any vitamins, any minerals, any zinc, any selenium, none of that thing, because what you're eating stuff that will give you energy, but in terms of repairing of your cells, in terms of body function, your nerves and so forth, you're not getting that benefit because what you're eating is not providing it. Fortunately, God gave us food, and He didn't give us everything in one food. I think the only thing that maybe had everything was the manna that came down from heaven. But those that we have down here that was brought in from the soil, you will get some here and you will get some here. But if you have it all blended nicely together, then you will be meeting all the requirements for the day. And that is ultimately what we need. So if you want to have vitamins that would meet your daily requirement of all the essential vitamins and minerals and will help with your immune system and your cardiovascular system, and also promote good aging, you need to see our product here. And guess what? How much it costs? $9.95. Just $9.95 for the member. Now there are other nice, really, really good multivitamins, Phytomulti from Metagenics, have a very good multivitamins as well, right? No more vitamins, no more minerals than ours, yet the price is $47, right? Multimedia for men has, Multimedical for men has a good vitamins as well, but their price is $30, ours is $10. So you can see you're already saving with LiveGood. When we say we are producing it at the lowest price on the market, we are living true to our name. I looked at the Neutralite line from Amway, and I saw the Double X multivitamin containing 22 vitamins and minerals. Just a 10-day pack is $23. So the 30-day pack would be 23 by 3. How much is that? That's $69 for a 30-day pack. Ours is just $9.95. And theirs has 22 multivitamins and minerals. Ours have 24. And yet our price is 1/6 of their price, or even almost like 1/7. All right. So we are not saying the product is bad. We're just saying their product is overpriced, right? So and you would get much benefit here in terms of money benefit for your dollar. All right. Now, what about vitamin D? Have you heard about it? Vitamin D is the most important vitamins our bodies need to maintain. Our bodies need to maintain our healthy immune system. All right. So you didn't know that. Vitamin C is important. Vitamin A is important, and K and all of these things. But vitamin D is the most important vitamin as it relates to healthy immune system. What is the immune system? That system in our body that fights disease and prevents us from getting sick from the germs and everything else that are out there, right? That is it. If you want that to be healthy, you need vitamin D. But here's what, you do not get much vitamin D from food. When your food store, most of our vitamin D are to be produced through our skin, through the ultraviolet light shining upon our skin. All right? God designed it that way. Now, fortunately for us, we're in the Caribbean, but here is the interesting thing. Although we are in the Caribbean, the study is showing that we do not spend much time in the outdoor, right? The total time spent indoor, according to this study, is, look at this. This is, I'm going to use the pointer to show you. This is 86.9% indoor. And the amount of time we spend outdoor, where we can get that vitamin D produced by the skin, is just 7.6 of every 24 hours. Now, that won't be for every single person. I guess person who work in the outdoor and who are laborer or maybe in the construction industry will be spending a lot more time out there. But generally, that is the percentage in terms of if you put everybody together. All right. Sometimes we spend time in our vehicle. Sometimes we spend time at the bar, the restaurant, in the office, and the factory, at our residence. All of this time are indoor. Now, you need the sun to shine directly on your skin in order for it to produce vitamin D. But what is vitamin D important for? Why is it important? You see, vitamin D is important for healthy, it's important for one, without vitamin D, you can't absorb calcium and magnesium from your food. What is calcium needed for? Strong bones and teeth. We learned that from school, right? So if you don't have vitamin D, no matter how much calcium that you take in terms of from your food store, it doesn't get absorbed into your body. So vitamin D is crucially important here, all right? Bone, your bone, do you know that the blood is produced in the bone marrow? Oh, yeah. So if your bone marrow is deficient, calcium and magnesium, all of the things that it needs to be healthy, guess what you're producing? You're producing default red blood cell, right? Or maybe just not producing enough. And so you see that your blood level is low, and the natural thing is that I do not have enough iron. Well, maybe you don't have enough calcium and magnesium and phosphorus and the other things that are needed for bone marrow health. And maybe it's because of vitamin D deficiency that prevents the D's from being absorbed from your food, from the intestine, and can be carried into your bones, right? So there could be a domino effect, right? But it may not just be the iron, that might be the hammer, but it may very well be from all the way starting back from vitamin D, not having enough in your system to carry and transport this calcium that you need where it needs to be. All right, so this is just a little diagram of showing you how when the ultraviolet hits the skin and how it produces vitamin D, the cholecalciferol that we need, all right, and so forth. We're not going to go into that today, but maybe another day we will do it. But vitamin D promotes, as we said, the body's absorption of calcium and phosphorus and magnesium. It is essential also, especially for postmenopausal women, because they are at high risk of osteoporosis, right? And so you need vitamin D to get that calcium into the bones, all right? It protects, as we said, against infection by keeping the immune system healthy, as well as there is a condition, a more serious bone condition called osteomalacia, the softening of the bones. Vitamin D helps to treat that problem, all right? Vitamin D improves the function of muscles, all right? Also improve as the function of your muscles are improved, also your balance is improved, and you have less likelihood of falling or suffering from fractures and so forth, right? So vitamin D has many roles in the body. It also reduces inflammation, in your system, all right? It is important for the neuromuscular immune function and even glucose metabolism. So vitamin D is very, very important. Now, along with vitamin D, we have vitamin K. And vitamin K is also important because vitamin K works along with vitamin D. Here's what happens when, think of you, I always describe like that. Think of you transporting sand, right, on a big truck, and you to destination, but along the way, as you hit the bumps in the road, some sand is falling. Well, vitamin K comes along and mops up all the calcium. Remember, vitamin D is necessary, it's important for the from the absorption and transporting all of calcium from the intestine to the bone and to the organs, right? So along the way, if think of all the calcium that maybe just falling off as it's going on, well, vitamin K comes along and cleans it up. It prevents the plaque, it prevents a calcium plaque from developing, and therefore prevents you know, any blockage of your arteries and so forth. So the two work together, and they do a very, very good work in our system. And that's why we need both of them, all right? That's very important. Prevent a condition called atherosclerosis, the hardening of the artery. So as we said, vitamin D is good for bone density. It's important for muscle strength and immune function. It helps prevent inflammatory disease in the body. It also maintains a good heart function. The two that we are having, you find the highest quality vitamin D and K in the D3 K2. There is another compound in the body that you probably never heard much about called magnesium. We have what is called ultra magnesium complex. In the body, every single day, over 300 biochemical reaction needs magnesium in order for it to happen in the body. We're talking about the firing of the nerve. We're talking about the muscle contraction. We're talking about energy and support. All of this it's important for all of this reaction to take place. Magnesium is important. When you are lacking it, you begin to have heart problems, heart not beating properly, the contraction, ejection fraction, and all things is not adequate. You have difficulty sleeping. You have difficulty focusing. All of these are biochemical reactions taking place in the body. Difficulty managing stress. So if you want to manage stress properly, you need ultra magnesium complex. You need magnesium in your body, right? Loss of bone density. We talked about calcium just now. Calcium and magnesium work together, right? And usually, just a word of advice, if you're buying calcium, try to get one with magnesium. There's a ratio, I think it's a 2-to-1 ratio that you need to, because magnesium calcium works together, all right? If you all you're buying calcium, you might be deficient in magnesium at the same time. You need the two works together. So when you talk about the loss of bone density, this very same thing, loss of exercise performance, that is because magnesium may be lacking in your system. Now, the magnesium that we have is the two highest, what they call the bioavailable magnesium. Glycine, along with magnesium, both of them have a calming effect on the body. So both of them together, individually they work, but when they combine together, magnesium glycinate, you are sure to have a product that releases anxiety, gives that calming effect on the body, all right? But it also promotes sleep. So you do not have to be going for the tranquilizers, right? The Xanax and the Valium and so forth, that obviously has a lot of side effect and become addictive. But you can be consuming magnesium and get a good sleep. My sister-in-law tells me, and I use it myself, but I remember her telling me very well, she was one of the first who joined with me, and she said to me, the moment I started taking magnesium, I've been sleeping with absolutely no problem. I get to sleep, I go to sleep on time, and I sleep a full night's rest, have a full night's rest with absolutely no problem. And she said she couldn't do that before, just by using the magnesium, all right? So that may be something that you want to consider if you are also having problem with sleep. And even if you don't have problem, just to ensure that you're having a good sleep, a good sound sleep with all of the rejuvenation that takes place during that sleep period, you would want to have your magnesium. How much does it cost? A meager $8.95. Only that, right? For an entire month's supply. Look at comparison with other products, good magnesium as well. but look at the price. There's 3 times more, right? So we are keeping 2. Now, the flagship of the company now is Super Red. Super Red is big. The bottle itself shows you that this thing is super, right? Pomegranate. Reading up on pomegranate earlier today, that you see the beets here, you see the berries here, right? And so forth. Well, whenever you think of something that is red, you're thinking of blood, you're thinking of heart, you're thinking of, you know, liver and so forth. Well, that's exactly what it is there for. It contains all of the red line of the red fruits and the vegetables, right? And it is important for your cardiovascular health, your circulation, your brain and cognitive function. And do you know, if you do not have enough oxygen going to your brain, what do you get? You get sluggish and you get sleepy. You begin to make mistakes and so forth. You even may fall down, right? And literally just collapse. That is because not enough oxygen is getting to the brain. At the same time, if you have a good flow of oxygen, with oxygen and nutrients getting to your brain, guess what? You begin to think well. You begin to analyze. You can compute mathematical problems and so forth much better because of that oxygen-rich blood reaching the brain. So when you have a product that ensures and enables your body to be fully perfused, that is circulation all over your body, you know all of the organs are receiving what they need to do exactly what. So, but here's how it works. In your body, there is a compound called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is called the vasodilator of the body. All right? Nitric oxide is necessary for healthy circulation, healthy blood flow, brain and cognitive function. It enhances liver growth and regeneration, energy, recovery, stress, sexual health, libido, heart. I mean, when you think of anything that has to do with circulation and blood flow, nitric oxide is responsible for getting that blood all over the body. All right? The thing is that as we age, we produce less nitric oxide. And that can lead to a weaker immune system, lower energy and libido, brain fog, and high blood pressure. All right? Vasodilation is the opening of the arteries, the opening of the vein, the enlarging of the lumen to allow the red blood cell, the white blood cell, everything to flow freely, ultimately getting blood and oxygen to all the parts of your body. All right? As if that vein begins to clog up, whether through cholesterol problem or, you know, anxiety and stress and all of these things, right? If it begins to narrow and clog up, then guess what happens? Your pressure rises. So that's why when you're young, you're athletic and you're moving all around, you hardly have high blood pressure. As you start getting older, you find yourself getting high. You say, I never knew I had high blood pressure. Here's why. Because your body is producing less nitric oxide. That's a natural aging thing, right? But what if you can stimulate your body to continue to produce the nitric oxide you used to produce as when you were in the 20s? Well, you can do that with Super Red. The red line of products, the fruits and vegetables actually enables and stimulates your body to produce nitric oxide. Here is a short illustration how. All right. So in your body, we on the food that we eat and so forth have certain proteins, and there is an enzyme in the body called endothelial nitric oxide synthase. This is right here. From the protein that we eat from our food and so forth, all right, and also from the fruits and so forth, it produces nitric oxide. Nitric oxide then activates another enzyme called guanylyl cyclase. You don't need to know all of that. That's for me and so forth, but I'm just showing you how the science behind it. Now, when that enzyme is activated, it converts a compound in your body called GTP to cyclic GMP, right? Cyclic guanosine monophosphate. This is the important enzyme, the important product in your body. When you have a lot of that because of nitric oxide, if there is increased nitric oxide, it will naturally activate this enzyme to produce cyclic GMP. Cyclic GMP now deactivates myosin light chain phosphate. Myosin light chain phosphate is when the myosin light chain is acted upon by actin. You don't need to know all of that, but I'm just showing you that it causes contraction of all your muscles, contraction on your veins and everything of that sort. So as it contracts, it narrows the lumen, all right? That increases pressure. It is good for your muscles and so forth, but also if it's all over the body, it narrows the vessels. So when you have cyclic GMP in your system, a lot of it, because of the nitric oxide activation, it deactivates the protein here, and so it causes relaxation. So your whole body, the whole veins and everything is relaxed, the space is open, and all of the blood and everything is flowing freely. It decreases your blood pressure. That's the very first thing that it does, but also enables the red blood cell and all of this to travel freely without any restriction. All right, any blockage, any restriction, and it gets to the place it's supposed to. It brings the oxygen, it brings the nutrients to all of your vital organs, and so everything in your body begins to work well, as it was supposed to, or as it used to when you were in the 20s. All right, here's what it also does. Anything that have to do with circulation, men, we know we need it, especially at certain times when you have to meet with the mistress, right? And so you need circulation to keep a good erection, to keep good potency. And so if you have a product that is increasing generally for your body's sake, it is just increasing your circulation, you know also it will also increase and improve your time in the bedroom. All right. And this is exactly why that Super Red is being sold as the product that is being sold the most, because not only are ladies using it, because for all they have good reason that ladies always use good stuff, but the men, they have heard that it is like a natural Viagra, and the men are using it as well. And because of that, we are getting excess sale with Super Red. You want to try it? Wise, if you are here, you want to get it for your husband, and all of you will be singing the good tune. All right, what does it contain? The alfalfa grass, the barley grass, and so forth. The beetroot with the Hoffmanberry. Hoffmanberry is an antioxidant rich berry, really strong antioxidant. And the good thing about it, the antioxidant rich products increases your nitric oxide in the body. All right, increases. That studies have shown that. The pomegranate, if you read the Bible, you'll see a lot about this thing, that pomegranate. It has been something that have been very good. It has all of these things. All right, oatgrass, aronia fruitberry is a vitamin packed superfruit. All right, and this is what ours have that some of even the others on the market does not have. And so you see it says there a superfood. It actually is, because of all of these healthy ingredients that it has inside of it. It is only sold for $18 for the member. All right, Organifi is a very good juice as well. It does not have Hoffmanberry, it does not have aronia fruitberry, and yet it is at $70. Ours have all of some things better than Organifi red juice, and ours is just $18. Super Beets is not even organic. Ours have organic beets inside of it, right? And ours is doing it. They have sold a lot because it's very good. Beets is very good, very good food. It's a superfood itself. We have not just beets, but we have a lot more stuff in there, and our price is still less than half of theirs. All right, but along with when you talk about super red, you want to talk about super green as well. All right, because the greens that sometimes our children don't want to eat, they are good to, when you're thinking of immune system, you're thinking of energy. Think of the chlorophyll. What is it that makes the food? Chlorophyll, right? Reacting with the sunlight and so forth, and oxygen and so forth, and makes food. It's carbon dioxide, I think. But that chlorophyll is actually packed, right, with energy and with and so forth. So when you eat the greens, as the cows and the herbivores eat, they are actually putting on size, but they're also developing their immune system, their energy, their strength, and everything of that sort. So when you're taking your greens, you are it's like the body, it's like a safety net for the body, right? Because if we are not getting enough from our food and so forth, when you consume the greens, you are actually helping heal the body, stress support, digestive support, obviously, and that it also helps as a detox, right? So what is it that our super green has? It has products like the spirulina, it has the moringa and the aloe vera. Natural, you're already thinking of all of these, the barley grass, the wheatgrass. You're thinking of roughage. You're thinking of bowel movement, all right? Shouldn't have any problem here. But also have the raspberry and the blackberry and the strawberry and even have diet-free yogurt that is good to support your lactobacillus, right? All right, and your microbiomes, right? These are very, very good. And sometime we will talk about microbiome in some of the setting, or maybe sometime in one of our lecture. But it is the good germs, if you want to call it, the good bacteria, the good fungus, and so forth that we have in our body that lives together with us to help us grow and to keep and to ward off the bad ones. All right, you have heard about that. You have heard about why persons eat the yogurt and so forth to increase lactobacillus and streptokinase and so forth, and streptococcus and so forth. So there are some good ones and there are some bad ones. The good ones you want to feed, you want them to grow, you want them to stay with you because they have a symbiotic relationship with you. The bad ones, you want it back, you want it out of. These good ones keep the bad one off. When you take antibiotics and so forth, it kills the good ones, and so you get the yeast infection, right? So you know about these things. But the super green is very important for keeping your healthy system. What about complete plant-based protein, especially for persons who want to, you've always said, I want to leave so much of that meat and that chicken and so forth. I want to eat more healthily. I want to eat more of the greens and so forth. Well, here is what you need: complete plant-based protein. It is good. It has all the essential amino acid, and essential amino acids are not produced by the body. Can't produce it. You have to take it in a dietary source. It's produced by the plants, but not by human. And so you need them to produce all the proteins that are essential. And so you get it in here. You also and so it is needed. When you think of protein, you're thinking of your muscles, right? You're thinking of a lot of protein in the body. All right. It's used for many things. I just talked about L-arginine just now and nitric oxide and so forth and how it works. A lot of your sinews and your cartilage and all of these things are proteins and so forth. So if you really want to have good joints and muscles be rebuilt and restore, this is what you need. If you really want to maintain, you want to build and maintain lean muscle mass, now it actually helps you lose weight and builds up your muscles as opposed to your fat deposits, right? So it actually works. And not only that, LiveGood can have added to that 26 vitamins and minerals. So it's really a complete food. And if you're not sure if you had enough or you did not, one shake of this is essential, will keep you going on throughout the day, and almost the entire day. It's really, really good. Ours is just $22. There another plant-based protein here, comparative one, but look at the price, it's $60. Total vegan, $62. Ours is just $22. Essential amino acid. If you want this one to, if you are feeling down, my wife was just telling me that. She told me that actually the first time she used it, she said, I'm feeling drained. And she normally does her exercise, but she feels so sluggish. And I said, you need to take some, just take it. She said, how do you use it? I said, just one scoop, drink it in a glass of water. Afterwards, she told me, it actually worked. It's like my strength just came back right away. I said, well, that's exactly what it does. It's already in the as essential amino acids, already in the state that it will work right away. So just before you go and do your gym work and so forth, and you're feeling tired in the afternoon, maybe after a whole day's work, and you're coming home and you're feeling sleepy and sluggish, your brain is not working well, this thing actually gives you a natural boost, a natural boost. It really, really works almost instantly. And it is just about $20 that we have it. All right. Then there's factor 4. Now, factor 4 is a class all by itself. Factor 4 is the first and so far only inflammatory management supplement formulated with 4 of the world's most powerful anti-inflammatory ingredients. We're talking about omega-3, turmeric, CoQ10, and garlic. It is put together by this one of the world's top immunologists, a doctor called Heather Volks, and she has put this thing in that perfect combination in the capsule form, right? And it fights inflammation, it supports joint and organ health, it also promotes immune health. Now, why does it do that? And also healthy circulation. We're talking about circulation quite a number of times. You see, chronic inflammatory disease is the #1 cause of sickness and death in the world. Chronic inflammatory disease. What are we talking about? We're talking about heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, arthritis, kidney, liver disease. All of these are chronic inflammatory disease. If you have a product that is actually reversing or controlling inflammation, you know what you're doing to this disease. You are actually reversing and curing yourself, right? From these diabetes and the heart problems and so forth. So factor 4, it usually does not last. Whenever it is restocked, person buy them by the 10 bottles. And it goes out again. So basically, it's like the hot bread product that we have. You know, bread just come out of the oven. Everybody wants that hot bread, and it's like that. It does not stay on the shelf, right? It is, but we have it just for $18.50 for the member. Even the retail is good. When you look at all the products on the market that can compare with it, Omega Plus Max is $56. CoQ Max Omega, 100 milligrams, is $58, but ours is under $20. So you see, you're saving up to 60% off. So this is really, really good, and it actually works. There is a coffee called Healthy Organic Weight Management Coffee with mushrooms. That's the longest name of coffee that you have heard, but it actually has inside of it everything that is said there. It is very, very good for losing weight. It has the functional mushroom. These are called adaptogens that help your body feel better. It also enables you to manage stress and so forth, all right? And helps you to lose the weight, to lose weight. And I understand that it tastes very well, and that the caffeine content in it is very, very low as well. But I don't use any coffee, so I don't know. I haven't sampled, I will not sample it myself. I don't use caffeine at all, period. All right, but for those who use it and persons who drink the coffee, not a problem. It also helps. It has Peruvian ginseng that helps support learning and memory and so forth. So it is a good product. All right, for those who are able to use it. All right, so it actually helps the losing weight is the number in the company. This one is the #1 if you want to lose weight. There also is the CBD oil. The CBD oil you probably heard of cannabidiol. The cannabidiol. It is a phytocannabinoid that is taken from the cannabis plant. You've heard everywhere around, have heard about medicinal marijuana. Medicinal marijuana is not the same that you just take from the tree and just drink it. No, these are extracted. These are a certain kind of cannabinoid that in fact marijuana has 113 different cannabinoids. 113 have been identified. One of them is called THC. THC is the one that causes you to cause the people to feel high, will give you the high. It is the one that causes the addiction. That's why when persons are taking it, they have to get bigger joints and so forth, because they want to see the pearly gates and every thing that's a day. But CBD is another type of cannabinoid, but this has no quality for causing you to be high. It is totally more on the medicinal part, where it actually helps with inflammation. It helps with depression, anxiety. It helps to treat seizures, and reduce pain in your muscles and so forth. That's what they have discovered, and they're discovering a lot more. They have tested it on Parkinson's disease, and it works. They have tested it on cerebral palsy, it works, right? Certain types of seizures, it works. Even post-traumatic stress disorder, and it actually works. So it actually is very, very good, and they're discovering a lot more properties of it right now. But CBD oil is good for persons who have certain conditions that, and sometimes some of the conditions that they treat and they have not gotten all the drugs that can treat it. All right, so it is good. We have two types. We have the 750 milligrams as well as the 1500 milligrams for human, and then there is a one for your pets as well. So if you have your hybrid dogs and so forth, you want them to be in top shape, you want to give them that. There is a 300 milligram formulation for the pets. All right. However, when you compare ours, 750 milligrams, you get it for $18. And when you look outside of our industry to buy CBD oil, you see that Green Roads makes a CBD oil at 550 milligrams. And theirs is cost $90 US. We have 750 milligrams, which is higher than 550, but ours is just $18. That is 1/5. So I can buy 5 of mine while you buy 1 of yours. And yours has 550. Mine has 5 times 750. So you talk about quality and a good deal. There's where you get it, right? Young Living has this for no less 500 milligrams for $80. 750 for $18. If you really want to get CBD, you know where you can find it. All right. What about your skin products? We have Instant Youth that is very, very good. It actually works really, really quickly. Actually, I have it and I've used it, and you feel the tightness on the skin almost instantly as it begins to work. In 90 seconds, it can help you looking younger. All right. For persons who are really concerned about that, that's a good product to have. I love this one, however, the Ageless. The Ageless works similar, but the Ageless it helps your skin make collagen. And collagen is what keeps our skin looking young and plump and radiant as we are young. As we get older, your body produces less and less collagen, pretty much stops, right? And that's what triggers in the aging process, right? The skin gets dry, it doesn't have the elasticity anymore. Fluid, the hydration inside of it is removed because collagen is not being produced. So if you have able to put collagen back into your skin or to stimulate your body to produce the collagen, then you know you are keeping yourself from getting old too fast and getting saggy and so forth, right? And that is how Ageless works. And you actually feel it when you rub it on. You don't have to use much, just a little bit, and then you can feel it going into your skin, and you can feel the hydration cycle. The water is able to penetrate into the skin and fill it up again, and actually works really, really nice. Now, this product used to be sold for $60, and the celebrities and so they always used to have it. You know, the skin looking nice and so forth, and you wonder why their skin are always looking so nice. And well, they've been using this HLS for some time. They used to buy it for $60. Well, with LiveGood, the same product, same company has come into agreement with us, and they're making it available for just $15. So now they're catering for the poor people like me and you, right? That can't afford the high prices. So $15 and you could have your HLS. And then the newer product that just came out is collagen peptide. This is a collagen supplement, helps slow down your skin aging. We talked about collagen. It have a younger looking skin. It counters joint pains, improve your lean mass, strengthens your muscles, and help both your function and the structure of your system, your ligaments, your tendons, all of it. Sometimes you feel the pain in your knee and so forth. This helps correct that because it's collagen that is either being wasted away or it's not being produced. And so that collagen helps put back the collagen into your tendons and your ligaments and so forth, your hair and your nails, all of that as a result of collagen. All right, so this is the product. That's one of the newer products that just came. In fact, it just came last month. It was introduced on the 30th of last month. So this is a good product that just came. Also, there is the CBD pain. We talk about the CBD. There's the pain relief spray that actually I want to actually work. As long as I have the permission to bring down CBD into St. Lucia. At the present moment, I can't do that. And so they actually, I think, working on a preparation that has more CBG, right? It's another type of the cannabinoid, but this one is not regulated as the CBD. right? You see, because the system, as you know, the system and what the Rasta look call the Babylon system, right? Would when the Rastas were using their cannabis, they just banned the whole thing. They could care less what part of it was medicine or what part was causing addiction, whatever, what part was for trafficking. They just banned the whole thing. And all of the Caribbean have pretty much the same law on that. Jamaica has gone a little step further where it has regulated how much that persons can grow and how much you can use. A lot of us are still stuck and we still have a ban on it. You know, and so they need to free it up so that person can actually get the medicinal aspect of it. That's what they want. All right. And as long as they can do that, the Canadians still have their border closed to CBD. My country still have the border closed to CBD and so forth. So we can't get direct benefit from it, but other places can, and they're saying that it actually works. So in the event that you can make sure you check you before you order, make sure that you check to see whether your country allows it, because you don't want you ordering your stuff and they're seizing it on the you know, customer taking it away. So just make sure you have that before you actually order. All right, that said, we have the last product that was just brought last week is the energy focus patches and the sleep patches. All of these are natural products that is inside of it. You put it on and it lasts for 8 hours. The energy on focus is for the day, the sleep patch is for the night, and it actually helps you sleep. They say that it helps you sleep for 8 straight hours. So not bad a product at all. All right. And all has only fruits and vegetables it's made of, just the right ones that enables you to do that. So if you want everything, the price is one of everything. The price is $319 US for all. I did not mention everything that we have, but there's some more. And if if that's all what you need, you can get it. If you buy it as a retailer, then you pay a lot more. You pay another $150 more. So you rather want to be a member and get that $150 saved, right? If you want one of each. But you don't have to do that. You could just take what you need. And, as time goes on, if you need something else, you could order, all right? Now, how do you become a member of LiveGood? How do you get benefit from all these products? Notice I keep saying the member's price. There's a member's price and there's a retail price. The retail price is always higher than the member's price. But what does it cost you to become a member? Well, to be a member, you have to have a link from someone who's part of the company. So as you get that link from the person who's already a member, you sign up, you use that link to sign up. And then you have a one-time what's called an affiliate registration fee of $40 US. Now, most companies, when they start, it's $100, it's $300, and so forth to start. We have made ours available so that what we call in my local jargon, the Mali way, the poor man on the street can pull up can save a $40 US somewhere, over time. And if they don't have it right away, you can borrow it and say, I want to be part of this thing. And as soon as I start making money out of it, I will give it back to you. So $40 US, you never have to pay that again. First, one time only, $40 US. The only thing that you have to do to maintain your membership, now that you have pretty much bought your membership for $40, to maintain your membership is $9.95. Now, what is it that you are getting for that $9.95 that you have to that you pay? That's the only commitment you have to the company. You don't have to sell products for the company. No, you don't. If you want to, you do, but you don't have to do it, right? You do not have to buy the product if you don't want to, right? But the $9.95 is to maintain your membership. But you want to maintain your membership for a reason. Here's what happened. When you become a member, the first thing that you're given 3 websites, right? The first website is called the corporate site. That is your membership. That's your back office. That's your digital ledger. Everything that you do is seen by you. You have a password to your office. It's your own business. You have a password to your office to go and check what's inside. You have a place where you can do your shopping online. All right. And you can see the information I'm telling you here. You can see that information about your products. You could read, you could tell other persons about it. When you start speaking, people wonder where you learn all this science from, because you can learn it yourself and you can see the product and read up on it. You can even go outside and check your Google if you want to. All right. But the company with that website, as in this one is mine, it says, welcome, A.Charles. You in control. Right? This is the control panel for LiveGood. And so you see on the side here, everything you need to know, your order history, if you have ordered, your information that you provide, the shop, your membership, you know, when you started or when you want to renew your membership, you see your team, you see your referrals, your enroll, you'll understand all of that, what all of that means as you get in there. You'll see that your website and everything of that sort, your statistic. It actually tells you if you advertise in your business online, it actually tells you if you had any hit for the day, if anybody visited your website for the day, it actually tells you, it records everything. If you had 8% that visited your website, anybody bought anything, it tells you, you know. Yes, it actually gives you a statistic, a number of what is happening. It tells you of your earnings and everything else. So that's your back office. You want to that's your website. The second website you're given is the Powerline landing page. Now, most of you probably would have seen that little video when somebody sent that link to you. It helps you do the advertising. You don't have to do your advertising and write up something or whatever. You just send that link to somebody, said, can you have a look at it? I just joined this company and you know, I would like to introduce you to it. Tell me what you think. Right? And the person clicks on that and they listen to that 5 minutes video, 5.5 minute video with Ryan, with Ben Glinsky, and it tells you what the company is all about, right? And person gets excited by doing. In fact, a lot of persons join the company by that's all, by just listening to the video. When a pastor of mine sent this link to me, he said the same thing. I want you to have a look at this thing. Tell me what you think about it. And the moment I listened to the thing, I got excited about it. It resonated with me. The product was, I did not come in for the money. You know, the products, when the time I saw the products, I'm like, that looks good. That really, really looks good. I saw the science behind the product. I read up that morning about the products and so forth. And I said, whoa, this is nice. This is good. Right. And that's what excited me about it when I came in. So as you do that, at the end of the video, it will tell you reserve your position. And then you just sign your name and your name and your email. And an email is sent to email is sent to the email that you provide, giving you more information of what you need to know. All right. So don't be hesitant to do that, because sign up on that dotted line actually helps you to secure a top position. All right. In the top position, when you reserve your position, your position is reserved until Thursday of the next week or the same week. So if it's like today, you reserve your position today. That position is reserved until Thursday, when the week cuts off for the business. They close there every week, and they take reconciliation every week on the Thursday at midnight. All right. And so persons who are in the reserve position, if they activate, if they bought their position, they fit them into the matrix, into the business, where what position they ought to fall. So you want to reserve, that's free. You don't have to pay for that. You could reserve your position, even if you're saying, well, I don't have the money, I will get paid at the end of the week. Not a problem, but your position is reserved, and it stays reserved until Thursday night. If somebody else, and you did not activate, you did not buy your package, but somebody else bought it, then when the Thursday comes for the reconciliation, they will put that person into the place, and then you will reserve for the next week, because you did not pay you did not activate your position. All right, then the final website that you're given is the retail site. And on that retail site, you have it's a retail business. Early on, I told you about having your own business. Well, all of the products that I mentioned, I talked about, it will be on your website with your name. Your name would read Glenn Charles. Welcome to Glenn Charles' website. And it tells you can freely browse through everything and shop and put it into your cart and pay with your Visa card, your credit card, your Bitcoin, whatever way that you want to do it, so that persons who just on the internet, liming around, they see this product, they want to buy it. Or maybe somebody you told about it, they're not interested in the business, but they want the product. You say, well, here is where you can get it. It's like giving them a link to Amazon, or, you know, or to eBay or whatever. Whereas your link, it's your shop good, your LiveGood shop, and it sends them to that link. And whatever product that they buy, the company registered that it was sold on your website. And then there is a compensation for you. The company will actually, in the next slides, I'll show you what you can get when somebody buys from your website. So there is a company, with all what we have said, we talked about the product, how good the company is with regards to product, the quality of the product, the price of the product, makes it available so you can use it to improve your health and to stay healthy, right? But the company have another aspect to it. They say, not only are we interested in providing the best quality plant-based organic supplements, but we want to help persons financially. So that as a member of the company, there is a compensation plan that the company have, where it actually from the money that it's collected for the sales of its product, it's actually making that available to the members of LiveGood. Of course, there are certain things that you have to do to be able to qualify for it. And you will see how you can actually qualify and how you can actually earn. There's 7 different ways of earning in the company. 7 different ways. Let's go through some of them. Let's go through them. So there is the weekly quick bonus. The weekly, it's called the weekly fast cash bonus. If you join tonight, for example, you are given the free website I told you. One of them is that link, and that link that have the video. That link becomes the link that you can share with persons. So you have it, it's written in your name. You can share with persons, and as persons see it, and they sign and they join with you. Right? They join with you. They join as a member of your team, because you're the one who introduced them to the company. Now, if somebody joins tonight, let's say I sent it out and somebody listened to it and said, okay, you provide me that link. I'm really excited about the products and also about the compensation. I want to be part of it. Just for $9.95. I want to be part of it. When that person joins, here's what happened. At the end of the week, when first they come, when the company is making the reconciliation, it recognized that somebody joined using my link, but the person joined with $49.95, $40, and the $9.95 for the first month. That's $49.95. That's $50, right? So the company have received $50 because somebody joined. Well, the company splits the $50 into 2. The company keeps 25, and they give me 25 because I was the one who brought a new person into their company. Now, if I do that to a second, supposing I had 2 persons that joined for the week, I've made 25 from this person and 25 from that person. But how much did I take to join? I took $50 to join, but I've just made back the $50 by just bringing 2 persons into the company. I'm not you paying for them, but you're just introducing them to the company. If I get a 3rd person, then I'm in the bonus. Now I'm in profit because I've broken even. I've paid back my debt, my investment, and now I've made another $25. Every person that you bring into the company, you make $25. If you bring 10 persons for the week, then you make 25 by 10, $250 US. You only took $50 to come and you've made $250. Well, the first guy who I was listening to, he said he made $1,000 in his first month. He said, wow, this is simple. This is simple. I have so much persons in my contact list. Let me start sending this video to persons. He was able to get 40 persons to sign that very first month. He didn't buy a product, he didn't even use a product, but he made $1,000. How is it? 40 by 50 is $2,000. So he made $2,000 for the company. The company kept 50% of it, 1,000, and they gave him back 50%. He made 1,000. So he looked at it. He says, hold on, I paid $50 to be a part of this company, and in my first month I made $1,000 legitimately. Well, what do you think he did? He continued to work. And now he's a diamond in the company in record time, right? We all can do that. We have persons in our contact. We know persons at our church who are suffering from this joint pain, and that person have that heart problem, and this person have hypertension, they're struggling with it. But we have products, natural products that could actually help persons. So you say, well, who will I tell about? Just tell them about it. You're not the one going to make the decision for them. But as they listen, they say, wow, this thing works. It's not too expensive. I could try this thing and let's see if it works. All right. So they could come in and buy the product or come into the company and join the company the same, so they could get the product at the same discounted price, and you get compensated for telling somebody about the company. So how many companies do you know after you've spoken about them, they call you up and pay you for it? But LiveGood is doing that, right? If you bring somebody new to the company, they say, okay, thanks for your effort. Harry is $25 for that. 25 US dollars. It can add up, it can go a long way. All right. So that's the very first way that you can get paid. And even if there is a generational fast start, as you begin to rank up into the company, you bring 2 persons, you become a bronze member. And now another 10% is added on your second generation. So that if I bring, let me see somebody into the company, that somebody who's listening to me here. If I bring Carter, and Carter brings Carrie, right? So because I brought Carter, I got $25. Now Carter brings Carrie, so Carter gets $25. But because I was the one who brought Carter, and Carter brought Carrie, well, the company is also giving me an additional 10% on Carrie. So Carter will get his $25 off her, not of her, but of the 50 that she brought in, and the company gives me another $5 off it as well. So that month, I will have made an extra $5. And as you rank up, you will actually go in deeper and deeper, up to 10 levels deep. You can get to, if you get to your diamond level. So that means you can be gaining a little something from everybody's $50 that came in, even if you've never met them in your lifetime. But because it was your influence that first introduced it to Carter, then Carter to Carrie, and Carrie to Jack, and so forth and so forth. The information is going on, it's spreading, but you started, and so the company continued to pay you for your effort from the very beginning. Because a lot of persons, when they receive things like that, what do? They just say, another hoax, another scam. Let me just delete it. I don't want to be involved in it. Never listen to it or anything. They just assume it's not good. But there's other persons who say, let me have a listen. If it doesn't sound good, I discard it. But then they see and they say, real people, genuine persons talking about the genuine product that they receive. They say, it's not so bad after all, right? Now, you didn't throw it away. You pass it on to somebody. Have a look at that. That effort is what helps the company grow, because more persons are getting to know about the company through your passing it on. And so that you get compensation by the company for doing so. That's not bad. The matrix level is every time that you bring in, somebody comes. So that's me here. I brought in 2 persons this week. So one found on my right and one on my left. I have only 2 positions. The company only gives me 2 positions to hold on to put persons in. But if I have a 3rd person or 4th person that wants to come, where do I put them? Because I have no more position directly under me. So the company allow me to put that person under my first person I brought in. And if I have another person, it does not put him there. It gives him one as well. So in other words, it's saying, if you should help your team grow. But I'm not going to allow you to just help the person that you want to. We want the love to spread about, because there are some persons who may never be able to invite anybody. They don't have that skill. They don't even know any person per se, but they want to be part of the company. The company say, well, here's that. The team can be helping them. All right. And so let me show you what happens. If I bring in, I have 6 persons. The first 2 occupy this first position. The next 2, one goes here and one goes here. Unless I have some more. Well, I also help him. Now, he may not have started because he just beginning to understand how the company works and so forth. He hasn't done any work. But here's what I can help him have 1 person, because I'm continuing to work. It's called spillover. All right. So I'm building my team. Notice I'm the top here because that's my team. Right. And I am building my team. And when he begins to work, he adds his 1 or 2 or 3. And because he wants to build his team as well, it's also filling up. And that generation is that first line, level 1 is complete, level 2 is complete, level 3 is about to be completed because persons are being added. All right. As we begin to work, one is helping each other, and we are feeding off each other. That's a good way for a company to work. It's the teamwork makes the dream work, right? That's up there, and that's true. So here's what the company does. It allots 2.5% of persons who are in your matrix every month. It allows because they bring in the $10 for the month. The company takes 2.5% and makes it available to you. So you say, what is 2.5% of 10? Not much, just 25 cents. But here's how it adds up. As the level 1 fills, let me just show you the next slide. On level 1, there are 2 persons. So if you get 25 cents from one, 25 cents from other, you get 50 cents in the first level. The second level, there are 4 persons. So now you have 6 in all. So it's 6 by 25. As the levels begin to fill up and your team is beginning to grow and more persons are being added, you get the 25 cents. But all is 25 cents, just a meager 25 cents, but it's adding up because your team is filling up. You were helping, you were spearheading your team, and your team is being filled. Now, you never know when you might stumble or you might send your link out to somebody who's really big into network marketing. Or it may not be you, but maybe someone that you brought in knows someone who have been doing this thing for a long time, and he has a big team in America. And here's what, by adding him and he sells that to his team, you have hundreds of persons being added under you. Now, supposing you have, it comes to 1,000 persons, your team has built to 1,000 persons, every month you will be collecting, you will be pocketing of 25 cents by 1,000, $250, right? Every month. Now, what could $250 do for your earnings? That's extra US dollars. That's just a small amount, but that's one way the company actually pays you. As you see the progress and you continue to work, you start making contact with these persons and so forth, and you help motivate them and so forth, they add it up. And if your team and your levels ever get filled to the 15th level, that will take some time. The company is there for the long haul. But if it ever gets filled, you could be making $16,383 a month, every single month, as extra bonus for your daytime work or whatever else that you're doing. All right. So will it ever get there? Maybe not. But it can get anywhere in between here, but any extras will help. In this guava season, when the cost of living is skyrocketing, any other way that you can get some money legitimately is a good way. But here's another thing, the matching bonus, 5 generations deep. You earn 50% matching bonus from your directs. So here's what happens. Let me show you the next slide. If I bring in 2 persons and they are making 25, let's say I just been a small number, they're making $25 for their matrix, or maybe $50 for in their matrix, because the people that they have built under them, but the company pays me who brought them, or they match it by 50% of what my direct is making. So if my direct makes $100 in the matrix, the company gives me an additional $50. Now, where is the company getting all that money? It's getting it from the $9.95 that we are paying. The $9.95 membership, it's spreading this about so that everyone who was involved in getting that $9.95 into that company, they give you a little something for it. It goes up to different levels, but you get something for it. So in other words, the company is saying, we are not just collecting money. We are collecting money. We obviously pay for our products and to continue our business, but we are making most of it back available to the members who are helping us grow. Where will you fall in that? It all depends on how you work. All right. If you're working, you will get paid. If you're not doing anything, you may not get paid. Here is an example. If you have 10 personally enrolled persons who earns $6,000 per month in the matrix, you will match 50% with what they'll be doing. So that for every person that earns 10,000 that you brought in, they earn 10,000, where you got 6,000, the company gives you 3,000, half of it they make available to you. Now, if it's 10 by 3,000, it's $30,000. You could be making $30,000 into your matrix as you grow, right? And that's just a small amount. The persons who make it, right as we speak, are making more than that every month. All right. So it is a good business, and they're paying back. Now, here's another way that the company pays you back. Remember, we talked about the free websites. One of them is called a retail website, and the company gives you a retail commission. So if you were talking about the product and somebody decided that they wanted the product, and you give them your link and they went to buy the product. They bought a super red. The super red costs $18 for the member, but they're not a member because they haven't joined the company. They just want the product. Well, they get it at $29.95. That's $30. They pay $12 extra because they have not paid their membership, so they're not entitled to their discount. All right. So they paid the product for $30. The company makes a profit of $12 on that product, because had they been a member, they would have sold it for $18. But because they're not a member, they get it for $30. So of that $12 that is made, a sale was made from your website, the company made $12 in profit on that sale. The company keeps 50% and they give you 50% of that profit. So you will get $6, the company takes $6. If you're a bronze member, the company gives you 60%, not just 50%. And if you're a silver, you get 70%. So the higher your rank, the more of the profit that you'll get to keep. That makes sense, right? Because by selling the product, supposing the person did not just buy one super red, they probably bought a super red and a super green and a factor 4, and so the company probably made $20 or $30 profit. Well, they cut it half and half with you. And if you're ranking up, it will be 70%, they keep 30. It will be 80%, they keep 20. The company is paying back and giving back to you. And that's a really, really generous company, I find, because it seems that everything, at least you're getting 50% of everything that they make it. They put it back to the members in direct money. All right. There's the influencer bonus. But if you were able to sell and move a lot of product for the month, maybe you have a pharmacy, maybe you have a health store or something, or you know of somebody and you have introduced the business to them, so forth. But if you're moving a lot of product, a lot of sales for the company, well, with addition to the 50%, they're adding some additional commissions. All right. And if you were ever able in 1 month to move 50,000 worth of product, well, you get to keep the entire profit margin, right? You get to keep everything. They're not taking anything. But if you move 25,000, well, you get to keep 90% of the profit and so forth. That's called the influencer bonus. All right. And then there is a big one that most persons want to aspire to be. It's called the diamond pool bonus. As you begin to rank up in the company, you bring in more persons, your team is being built, you can eventually get to the diamond level. But the diamond level allows the company, or the company makes 2% of its profits, or rather its sales. It makes 2% available in what is called a diamond pool. So it puts all that money into the diamond pool, and everybody who's a diamond receives a portion of it. They split it evenly, and they receive if they're 10 diamonds, then they split it by 10. If they're 20 diamonds, then they split that profit by 20. So here's what happened. The first guy who became a diamond, his name is Tim Miller, and he became a diamond in 4 weeks. A record in 4 weeks, right? And because he already had been in network marketing, and he knew he had a big network base. He had been in many before, so he knew a lot of persons, and he was able to bring them into LiveGood, tell them about it. They got excited. They all themselves are building their team as well. So he became the very first diamond. But that month, the company, the 2% of its sales equal to $25,000. That's way back when we started in December. By January to February, so the sales for that month was 25. He became the first diamond. Here's how much he picked up for that month. $25,000 one time. He got. The second month, there were 2 more persons who had become diamonds. So there are 3 of them as diamonds. So you say, okay, this time he's not going to take so much money home because you have to divide it evenly. Well, no. Actually, they've all got $23,000. How is that so? Because the company had grown during the month, had a lot more sales during the month. So now their 2% was no longer 25, but it was $69,000 it was equal to. And so they were able to split that in 3, and each of them got $23,000. But a bad deal. 1 month you got 25, the next month you got 23. And they continue to get in the diamond pool as the company sells and it's expanding and it's growing. That 2% is always being refilled, and it's spread out, and they all getting the money out of it. Now, trust me, I would love to be a diamond. How long it's gonna take? I wish it happened now, but that's an aspiration, right? And you want to be a diamond as well, so that you can be gaining directly from the company. You become a shareholder right now, because they have to split the profit with you. Not bad. So how do you get paid in the company, in your back office, there is the e-wallet, a global e-wallet that the company has, and it is sponsored by or powered by iPayout. As you sign up for that, when you get the commissions for the month, whatever comes your way, it enables that e-wallet to send into your bank to make a bank transfer to you if you live, or wire transfer if you live in the United States and you have an American account. You can wire that directly to you. It can be placed upon a card, a MasterCard, sorry. I'll show you the image in the next slide, or you can allow you to pay to get your money in Bitcoin. All right. So there are various ways that you can actually receive the money through electronically. All right. Not through, well, of course you can get it wired to your bank if you have an American account. All right. The Americans always have the privilege because the company is based in America, but it can be, so there's bank transfer, there is prepaid card, there is checks and different ways, and also Bitcoin and different ways. So here is what the prepaid card looks like. It only costs $10 to have one, and then you can direct the company to send them your payment onto your MasterCard, and you can use your MasterCard to do anything, just like you would shop online, or you could swipe, you know, with it at the payout and get your product paid, because it's loaded with the money that is being sent to you for the month. All right. So if you made $400 for the month, $400 have been added to your card. And so you could do whatever you want with it. If you want to buy something from Amazon, you do that. If you want to give somebody a prepaid card, a prepaid, gift card, whatever you want to do, you do it. If you want to pay for your bills, you swipe and it will go. It's a MasterCard. Now, this is a good, I'm excited about the fact that MasterCard is involved with us, because MasterCard is a reputable company around the world, just like Visa and MasterCard, you know them, right? And for them to have so much confidence in this company that they have a direct affiliation with us, making one of their cards available for persons in our company to use, tells you that they believe that this is not a scam, but that's a legitimate company, registered company in the United States that's doing legitimate business, or else they will not get involved with something like that. So that is in itself tells you that you're dealing with a legitimate company, legal, legitimate, above board, right? And doing everything the right way. And so MasterCard has partnered with us, and they have this card available for us to get paid by. There is also the Bitcoin way, as we said, Bitcoin, and not just Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency. Persons who are into it, those you don't into it, don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. But persons who are into it, they could say, I have a Bitcoin wallet, send my money across to that. They will do the conversion, and you will get your payment in Bitcoin, or in Litecoin, or in Ethereum, Doge, and any of these cryptocurrency that you may be involved with. All right. So there is that ability to get paid this way. Now, having heard all of what we have just said, there are three ways that you can be part of the company, or you can get involved with the company. You can be a retail customer. You just want to buy your product on retail. Why you want to do that, I don't know, because it costs you more every time. But if you're a member, you get the discount. There is another way that you just be a member, and you're not going to get any compensation, but you just were interested in just the product, then you can stay as a member. But I would say I'll pay that extra $40. I think I'd be smart enough to say I would pay that $40, and I put myself in a place where I can get money back from the company. Why not? How would I want to be spending money all the time when there's a possibility if I bring in somebody, I get $25. If I bring in the next person, I get another $25. That's paid, have already paid what I invested in there, right? And it's also, if I made a full $25, why not I leave it to pay my $10 monthly, my $10 monthly membership fee. So I can be benefiting from the company and making profit out of the company by becoming an affiliate member. That's the best place to be. All right. So having said that, you want to act and not just leave it for the next time and leave it and say, I will join. No, it's just $40. You make a $40 investment, you get a company online registered in your name. You don't have to pay any overheads. You don't have to pay for staff. You don't have to pay for security. You don't have to pay for putting cameras up because the thieves are coming around your place. No, it's online, it's well protected. You don't have to even be worrying about how, when the person comes with their MasterCard, do I have the a swipe box, you know, or something for, you know, that point of sale, but you don't have to do all of that. The company does all of that for you. But because you were the one that introduced the person to it, or to your website that they saw and they came and buy, you are entitled to getting compensation in your retail compensation, right? So having said all of that, I am excited. I'm still excited about the company. The product is number one. It's A+. It works. I'm seeing the result. My wife is talking about it. I'm happy. She's happy. And trust me, you want to be part of it as well and experience what we are experiencing. If not for the compensation, but for the products, it is still a good place to be. But as we said, do not procrastinate, because procrastination is a thief of time and success. And beware of the but syndrome. The but syndrome saying it makes sense, but you don't know why. You don't know why you don't want to be part of it. But you say that. But beware of the but syndrome. And reserve your position, get yourself on board. And even if it's just for a month, and here's what happens. If you do not want, yes, taking the questions now, if you do not want to continue, you don't have to continue. You can just end your subscription anytime you want, right? But if you paid for the month, you're covered for the month. And the next month, you'll pay the $10. That's all you have to pay. You don't have to buy products if you don't want. You only buy products when you want to. But you know, if you want to buy and you want to sample it for yourself, and here's something else. Before I answer your question, the last thing I would say, the company has a policy of a 90-day money back, empty bottle money back policy. So here's what: if you bought your Super Red and you use it and it's completed and you're not satisfied, you say this thing is not working, they say it was working, the company says send back the empty bottle within 90 days of your purchase, and you're going to get your money back, no questions asked. And no one, they said only, I remember in one of the programs, they said they only in the 8 months that we are on, with over 600,000 members, only one person have sent back a container. One. Because everybody is getting satisfaction for what they're getting, and they're not wasting their time, because they see the results and they're satisfied with what they're getting. I'm going to stop the recording now, and then we'll open for questions.